Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have an announcement. I am in the process of trying to rename my spiritual practice and also my YouTube channel. So, for those of you guys that have any ideas and want to help me out, please, I welcome it in the comments below. Give me some YouTube name ideas, right? This channel was created on a whim as a hobby a year or two ago, and now I kind of feel like I need to rebrand it and take it more to the next level. For those of you that don't know, I provide astrology readings as well. I noticed that since I always do tarot readings in this channel, that some of you guys might not know that this is a service that I offer. And then on top of that, I also do tarot readings too. Now, if you guys are interested in booking an astrology reading or a tarot reading with me, please make sure you reach out to the email in the comment box below, and I will work with you to schedule a time and kind of give you some insights on how I like to do my readings. Now, with that being said, let's talk about getting readings and astrology, right? A lot of you guys that seek spiritual guidance are generally trying to find answers when life gets tough, which is understandable, when you feel you're at a crossroads, when you feel like something's just sitting in your guts and you don't know what it is and you want more clarity. And I think that's normal. That's exactly how I started studying astrology over a decade ago. I was in a rough spot in my life and I kind of sought a more spiritual guidance. Like, what is out there? There's got to be something that's out there besides my everyday earthly existence. Seeking out answers about love, career, or like finances or starting a business or even about like health issues. I understand that these are humanly concerns that perhaps just cannot be answered with just science and facts and social media, things that cannot be answered in our day to day, but we seek a higher power and their knowledge for it. So, with that being said, when you come to a spiritual advisor and ask a question, usually it's just, oh, when am I going to meet the love of my life? When should I quit my job? Is this job good for me? Should I start a business? Should I move homes? All these questions, I feel like it's not that you guys can't ask them, but it's just not asked the correct way. It's more like, what can I do to position myself so that I can welcome this energy, welcome the abundance that I'm trying to seek in my life? And this is where astrology comes in. Astrology is basically the planetary alignment and its influences in our solar system, the moment that you were born, including the time you were born and the place that you were born. And at that moment, we all have a certain blueprint of energies that's going on in the cosmos. And we use that, right? For those astrologers that know how to kind of do like a chart reading, we use that to help guide you so that you can find the love of your life, or at least like help you be more receptive of it. Or we use that to kind of help you navigate what is a good place for you to relocate in, or kind of help you figure out what is, not whether or not you should stay at your job, but more like what kind of job is more in tune with my energy that I should be doing. So my advice to you guys is, when you come ask like any type of spiritual advisor, it's not about what can I get. It's more like, who can I become so that I can live a better life? And astrology has proven in some cases to not work. And this is because a lot of the pop culture astrology that's out these days, especially the ones that you see on YouTube, on TikTok, it doesn't resonate because it only applies a very generalized idea. It's not taking the fact that let's say your name is Tom, you're born in New York City on June 1st, did I say June? On June 1st at 7:30 p.m. There's a specific planetary alignment that's going on in the cosmos at that time. So how is it that me telling you, oh, you're a Gemini, all Geminis are going to have a great July? That's not going to resonate with you. There's so many Geminis out there. Not every single Gemini is going to have a great month of July. And the problem is that we believe these things and then we get disappointed when it doesn't happen for us. What I'm trying to say is astrology should be taken personally. It's a more customized service. It's taking who you are and taking your energies so that we can help you decipher some of these things that you want to know or some of these things that you have questions for. So, when it comes to astrology, we have to understand that it is a tool. It is not the answer. It is a tool to help you navigate, just like scissors are a tool. But scissors not going to cut sheet metal, right? But scissors as a concept and after more development and stuff like that will be turned into a tool that will help you cut sheet metal. Just like hammers and all the things in your toolbox are tools to help you build something, to help you fix your plumbing, you know? So I want you guys to be able to see astrology also as a tool. You can be building a house, you can be fixing your toilet, but you know that these tools are readily accessible and available to you if you learn how to do it the correct way. Now, I'm saying this because I would like those of you that are interested in this topic to inspire you guys to learn in depth. There's a lot of resources out there. Google and AI will tell you a lot of things, but I want you to know that they're highly generalized, meaning you need to go to somebody who is a trained astrologer, who knows what they're talking about, and ask them the questions you want to be answered. If you just randomly go to somebody who has not done the in-depth research and practice of astrology, you're not going to get the answer that you want. So, why is astrology important and where did it come from? Astrology, many centuries ago, started as a way to predict harvest season, the seasons in the sky in Mesopotamia way back when, right? Back then, technology was not as advanced. So guess what? People needed to kind of look up to the sky and figure out, based on the positions, when is a good time to plant my crops? When is a good time to harvest them? So on and so forth. This is what people had to rely on back in the days. Then the Greeks adopted astrology to use it as a guidance for everyday life. I believe at some point astrology was also taught in schools for the masses so that they can better understand what's going on in their life, not in the practical 3D, but more in like a spiritual bigger picture. And then, of course, the Romans adopted it. I know the Indians set up their own systems of astrology, for arranged marriages and all of that. But what I'm starting to learn is that astrology back then is still in the process of being developed. Just like science, a lot of us believe in science. For some reason, we put so much faith into science. But if you think about it, scientific researches are constantly evolving. Things are constantly changing in the science world too. So why is it that we as human beings rely so much on facts and science when facts and science constantly change? I'll give you an example. Back then, they told us that we should stop eating so much fat. Fat is not good for you. Fat is a killer. Fat is the reason why your heart's going to fail. Fat's the reason for high cholesterol, so on and so forth. And guess what? Recently, studies have shown that fats are actually good for us. So it totally debunked what we used to know. And I say the same thing, and I'm using this as like an example of how we should also take astrology in a similar view, right? Like a similar approach. That back then and even now, we're still trying to learn and develop what is going to work for us. What is the how-to? What is the science? What is something that we can grasp and use about astrology that can help us and guide us as a tool in our lives? So with that being said, just know that astrology is just not a gimmick. It was made into a gimmick because newspapers used to publish all the astrology sections. Oh, if you're an Aries, this is what's going to happen to you. If you're a Libra, this is what's going to happen to you. If you're a Gemini, you should talk to your neighbors because that they have something to say to you. It doesn't resonate. So people are trained to not believe in astrology because back then it was very generalized. It was not used the correct way. So therefore, a lot of us these days do not believe in it. Now, what if I told you that there is a way to make it practical? What if I told you that there is a way, there is a right answer for astrology? What if I told you that astrology can be more than just horoscopes, more than just TikTok videos about these 4 signs having a great July? By the way, I'm supposed to have a great July. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so that's already debunked. But would you guys be willing to spend time, study and research for yourself, or consult an actual astrologer who can give you guidance? And let's remember, nothing is definitive. Nobody's going to hand you your answers on a silver platter. We have to take what we are as a human being. What are my energies? We have to take that and become the person that will be more receptive of whatever it is that we're seeking. For those of us that go and seek astrology readings and tarot readings, only asking for an answer handed to us, it's not doing yourself justice. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from when I'm trying to have this rant with you guys for the past God knows how many minutes. But anyways, I hope this video kind of inspired you guys a little bit, kind of, give you something to think about. And if you guys ever want to reach out to me, my email is down in the comment box. And also, don't be surprised if one day you guys wake up and I have a completely new channel with a new name and a new brand. All right? So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you around next time. Bye.